Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League. My name's Louis, also known as Lurg. It's Friday, baby. Right. We said we needed a marquee signing, that we needed somebody who was going to really improve the squad. Right wing is where we were weakest. So let's have a look at who we got. As you can see, we just jump in here now, and the man who we picked up there, Yeli Bastille, from Oostende, 15 million, rising to 16.5, was really well kind of recommended by our scouts. He can play all along that right-hand side, only 26 years old as well. He's on a hefty wage, but in comparison to what we had in terms of Jordan Ibe and Harry Cornick, a massive improvement. Still, probably not the strongest of players, and probably not somebody who we're going to look to learn to kind of use for as long as his contract is, let's put it that way. But at the moment, we're just in that spot where we cannot pick up the players who we really want. So we're hoping that next season, after we've kind of solidified our status as a Premier League club, that we'll be able to get some people who we really want. I am, however, pleased with his signing. I do think that he's very good, and since he's come in, he's played 2 games and he's looked fantastic. Talking of playing games, results-wise then, we had a tough start. So after the 2-0 win over Newcastle, we went to Anfield where we lost 4-1. Looks worse than it is. We played very well for long periods of the game, but Liverpool were clinical. We then got a 1-1 draw with Aston Villa. We was the better team throughout the game, which is really annoying. Christos Gialos in the 87th minute, equalising. We then knocked out of the Carabao Cup second round. We went up twice against QPR, and the 90th and the 92nd minute, they scored to knock us out of the Carabao Cup. Our board aren't happy about that, by the way. We were meant to make it through to the third round, but it is what it is. We then took a 3-0 drubbing at Manchester United. In all fairness, we were very good in the first half. Like, we were solid. We were really giving them a game. Jake Davenport sent off just before half-time, and in the second half, United could have bagged 4 or 5 goals, honestly. It's just one of those games. We then followed that up after a little bit of an international break with a 0-0 draw away at Arsenal. Great result for us at the Emirates. And then we brought Carrow Road to its knees with a 3-2 victory over Norwich. Now, we were very good here, so we deserved 3 points, but we're struggling to hold on to things when we've got them at the moment. Just need that little bit of confidence. So hopefully today we get a little bit more confidence and we take St Mary's by storm. So without further ado, let's get into the game at Southampton. And so here we are then with the squad for St Mary's. Now, as you can see, Joe Sparrow's still injured, so we are going with Felipe, Jimenez, Gilchrist, Wood and Gerardo at the back, Doyle and McGee in the centre of midfield, Tong and Batil on the wings, and Etete and Mokhtar up front. Mokhtar's done well since he's come back from injury. I'm quite concerned about Keon Etete though. He has not performed well in the Premier League at all. Obviously, we've just given him that big new contract as well. You would have thought that he'd have been appreciative and tried to kind of say thanks, boss, for the contract, where in actual fact, he's just not done anything. It's like he's got the contract, he's made the big time, and now he's just like, oh, I'm just not going to bother trying anymore. So we are huge underdogs here, obviously. He's a brilliant player. He's truly fantastic. 125th appearance then for Keon Etete. Can he mark that with a big goal today at St Mary's? Walker-Peters then is on the ball, plays it forward to Diaby. Diaby plays it inside to Ward-Prowse, who's still around. Dodds, Stevens, and that is far, far, far too easy and a goal for Southampton there. And they've just walked through us. Just absolutely walked through us. As you can see, Diaby with a lovely ball to James Ward-Prowse. Lovely ball over the top for Dodds. Inside to Stevens, and it was Woods there. Wood was very, very poor there, wasn't he? Very, very poor. Etete then with the goal kick plays it to Alfie Gilchrist. Wood on the ball. Tommy Doyle inside to Keon Etete. Etete's passing lately is terrible. And Tabata comes forward then for Southampton. A lovely ball through for Stevens, and Felipe gets down and makes a beautiful save at his near post. And it's not looking good for us. 5 minutes on the clock and Southampton really turning the screw here. We needed a sup of coffee there, guys. Sorry, my throat is not very friendly this morning. And I don't want to start coughing on the video, so apologies. The Southampton then looking far better, the better team at the moment. And we may well have to change things up, because as it stands, we're not playing very well at all. Here we go then with Jimenez. Plays the ball to Tong. Tong inside to Doyle. Doyle back to Mokhtar. Back to Etete. A lovely ball through for Mokhtar this time. And Mohamed, the lad, he has been an absolute revelation. And this is why we was a little bit upset that we had to go through with the Petruzzi transfer. Because since coming into this squad, the youngster, who is obviously a product of our own youth system, he has just been phenomenal. Still doing it on the Premier League as well. We'll take that. 1-1 at St Mary's. Davis with the throw. Tabata then. Plays it back to Sanchez. Sanchez all the way back to Salisu. Salisu out wide for Walker-Peters. 1-2 between him and Diaby. Really nice. He's going to get a crossing. No. Oh, Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle. And now we know why Manchester City didn't want him. He's got all the ability, but he's just got a streak inside him. I mean, we said that Jacob Davenport had that little bit of oomph that we needed, but Tommy Doyle, he loves to just have a little whack at somebody, doesn't he? Dodds with the penalty. Felipe doesn't even move. And unnecessarily, we are finding ourselves behind again, because there was no need for that challenge. We're not going to watch a penalty again. It's not anything worth noting. That's really, really quite unfortunate, isn't it? Gilchrist heads the ball away then, only as far as Ward-Prowse. Diaby inside for Tabata, and that's a beautiful save this time by Felipe. God, it's really a struggle this season. Batil then, Gerardo inside to McGee, to Tommy Doyle. Back to Gerardo. To Tommy Doyle again. Oh, to Tong. To McGee. Come on, to Gerardo. Get the ball in the box. Just in the box. Put the ball in the box! Stevens then hits us on the counter-attack here. He's 1-on-1 and he puts it wide. Had defenders chasing him down, but he just got the legs to stay ahead of him. Dion McGee with the free kick, and it's just caught there. Lovely by Musso. Musso gets it clear. Dodds heads it on, and Stevens is going to take it down. Wood again is not having a very good game. He's letting his man get on his side time and time again and just flat-footing him. And it's putting us in real difficult spots here. Dion McGee and out wide to Batil, out wide to Gerardo's. Lovely here. Plays it back to McGee. He's got Doyle in front of him. Oh, just... We look like a shadow of the team that we were last year, and realistically, we've only improved 3 spaces. Everybody else was here last year, and that's a poor pass from Dion McGee. Alfie Gilchrist misses his header. Dodds is now 1-on-1 with Wood, who's had a terrible game, but he actually done really well there. Etete heads the ball down. Goal line technology shows that it wasn't completely over the line, thank the Lord. And we're in a spot above, aren't we? I mean, Southampton here are truly the better team. Yes, we are only just behind, but we don't look like we're going to be pressing forwards and making things happen ourselves. That is going to have to change. Into the dressing room we go. I want to see a better half from you. And we are going to change it back to the 4-2-3-1. We need something to happen here. We really do. Etete is unfortunately going to have to be the man who makes way, I believe. Tong is having an awful game. So we bring on McGee out wide. Jacob Davenport here. We bring Davenport and Doyle in the midfield. That's a scary combination, isn't it? If you're looking at a couple of midfielders who you really don't want to run into, that is a scary, scary combination. Jordan Ibe there. Batil is actually having a really poor game today, and the 2 games that he's played up until today, he's looked very, very good. So I don't know what's going on. We've had to bring on Jordan Ibe. This is what I mean about strength and depth at the minute. We just haven't got that class about us. Whereas last season we had the strength in all areas and the substitutes were good enough to come on and impact games. This year, at the Premier League level, they're just not as good. Our first 11, I think we've got a nice kind of mid-table Premier League team. But it's not happening that way at the minute. And Southampton again then on the attack. A corner for them here. It's going to be Tabata to take. Puts it in. It is headed away. Stevens is going to be there though. And I mean, it might at some point worth be trying to go a defensive tactic. I just hate inviting teams onto us. Jordan Ibe then goes round his man. And nothing comes of it. Wood takes the free kick. Gerardo. A left-footed pass from a right-footed player. Well, that's always going to end well, isn't it? Diaby outside wide for Dodds. Dodds is one-on-one. He got through. Oh, that was a lovely tackle there by Jimenez. Corner comes in, not the header. It's got headed away though to Diaby. Tabata's going to be able to recycle this, I believe. Wood gets in the way. Diaby's there again. I mean, we should be putting real pressure on him here. Tommy Doyle does intercept the ball and he's brought down. And Sanchez has got to be at least carded there. He's not even carded. I mean, come on, ref. That was terrible. Show a little bit of encouragement to the boys. There is just nothing we can do here. We're in the game. We're not completely out of it. But we're not looking like we're going to do anything spectacular. And we're going to go for it. Like, I'm not having this. Used all of our substitutions already. Confirm changes. And once we get the chance, we are going to demand more. And nothing happening. I mean, we've been in and around the game. We've not been absolutely dominated, but we've certainly not even looked like picking up points. Petruzzi then gets the ball, can't get it. Dodds heads it on. Gilchrist is going to pick it up. Felipe then. It goes out wide to Gerardo. I mean, while we're only a goal behind, there is always a chance that we can nick something. But, I mean, pardon me, this is what I'm on about with my throat. You would have to say that Southampton are fully deserving of 3 points here. If we manage to nick a point, I'm not going to be upset, obviously. But this is just not a good day for us at all. Finishes at St Mary's then. Southampton 2, Solihull Moors 1. And we've got work to do. We need to improve the squad. I think morale needs lifting a little bit as well. We'll be back in a moment for the game at the King Power Stadium. Right, so here we are for the game at the King Power Stadium. As you can see, Joe Sparrow is back. 11 then, today, Felipe, Jimenez, Gilchrist, Wood, Gerardo, Doyle and Sparrow in the midfield, McGee and Batil, Mokhtar and Tong up front. Hoping for a much improved performance this afternoon. We'll have to see how it goes. Obviously, we've still got quite a lot of youth in the squad here. Maybe I should have got some experienced players during the summer transfer window. I don't know. But we're going to see if we can do our best against Leicester today. They've just absolutely hammered the Villa, I think it was, 4-1 or 5-1. So, it doesn't bode well for us. I'm going to go into the dressing room and I'm going to say with pumped fists, I want a performance for the fans today. No more of this. I'm expecting a good thingy. I guess we're about to find out. He's been in scintillating form. And they've got João Pedro. Oh my word. So the game starts off then. First 10 minutes. Very, very uneventful. Stefan is going to take the free kick. Plays it out wide. Gerardo intercepts Mokhtar. Batil. Gerardo's there. This is our right back. And Gerardo puts the Moors 1-0 up. Finally, a breakthrough. Don't quite know why our right back is so far forward here. I mean, look at that. Lovely ball to Mokhtar, who plays it to Batil. Lovely, lovely little passage of play for a counter-attack there. Stefan unfortunate not to keep it out, but that is 1-0 to us, and we need all the points we can get. As you can see, that does move us back up to 10th in the league. I would expect Leicester to really, really press and push us here now. Not a lot is going on though. They've had the lion's share of possession, but nothing is really happening. In terms of both teams, actually, nothing at all is going on. And the clock is just winding down and winding down. We're quite happy to sit and take, just take it at the minute. I don't know whether to pull the team back a little bit. I mean, we're trying to go positive and we're not really doing much. I'm going to drop us into a balanced mentality. And I think I may even... I'm pleased with how things are going. I think I may even try 4-3-3. Ooh, and we've hit the bar! Might try our 4-3-3 at around about 70 minutes, providing obviously that we're still ahead. Felipe does come and collect the ball. And Mokhtar's starting to tire. Ball's over the top. Tong is there. He's through. Oh, Morgan Tong with a delightful applied finish. It's 2-0 to the Solihull Moors. I think that's only maybe the third or fourth shot we've had on goal. And this just comes from a really poor piece of defending here. I don't know who the defender was. Who was it? Can we get on him? No, we can't. He's not our player. Oh, we can. Frimpong. Frimpong lets the ball fall behind him. Tung uses his pace just to get in. And it was the third shot we've had. Only the second shot that we've had on target. If this was happening to us, we'd be very, very upset right now. I mean, we've had it happen, and you've seen my reaction. McGee with a lovely challenge. And a very, very audacious attempt from there. But at least we're getting stuck in. Actually looking like we're a little bit more up for this now. Mokhtar is absolutely shattered. We're going to have to bring him off. We will bring on Keon Atete. In fact, you know what? We'll give Petruzzi a run out because Atete has had chances. And he hasn't played bad, don't get me wrong, but he's not been brilliant. And we'll bring on Jordan Ibe for Dion McGee. Yeah, we will. Because McGee's tiring as well. Joe Sparrow, I do not want being injured, so we will change Sparrow with Davenport. And then we'll switch Davenport and Doyle around. And just confirm, in fact, Davenport has to be a ball-winning midfielder. That's his best role. Drop him back a little bit. Confirm that. And we should be good to go. Hopefully now we can hold on here. I know that sounds wild when we're 2-0 up, but Leicester have been the side in the ascendancy, really. I mean, the thing that it does say, though, is we've had no highlights for them, so they've not been kind of dangerous, if that makes sense. They've had parts of the ball and they've had shots, but obviously it's been long shots. Nothing really great in terms of build-up play. Lovely switch of play there from Batil to Jordan Ibe. Jimenez now on the ball. Plays it back to Davenport. Davenport plays it inside to Doyle. Back to Alpha Gilchrist. Out wide to Jimenez, who plays a lovely ball for Jordan Ibe. Jordan Ibe's got men in the centre. Why are you going for goal there? If he just squares it, there's two players there waiting just for a tap-in, and 3-0, you've got to say, with how long's left, that is just good enough for us. And that is a massive, massive 3 points for us at the King Power. Huge result. Leicester, very much in it. Obviously attacking. The next year of 1.51 as well. However, like I said, there was no highlights for them. There was a couple of corners that we saw. So obviously a lot of their stuff has been long range shots. And that, I've got to be honest, I thought if we was going to get a result out of either of the two games today, it'd be Southampton we'd win and Leicester we'd get battered by. It's been the opposite way around, really. And that's huge. As you can see, 11 points in the table then. Obviously, we have played more games than most, so we can't take that for granted. If other people win their games, they'll be right back to where we are. Very, very early on in the season. There's still 30 games left to play, quite literally. So we're getting an idea of roughly where we're at, but there's a lot of football to be played yet. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. I really do appreciate all your support. I hope you enjoyed today's vids. That was a great result at Leicester. It really was. I will catch you on Monday. Have a great one.